Hello friends, and welcome to the Daily Design with Faith. That's me. In this series we decorate one villager vacation home per day because it's literally my day job. So buckle up for some happy home decorating and let's get to it. Alright, here we are with Kiki, a personal favorite of mine. I had a very tough choice between two villagers that were hanging out on my beach today. Kiki won out because of Kiki's theme request. I will say the other villager, who will remain unnamed, also had a really great request, a really lovely theme. When you guys see what this is, you will understand if you have been around Creature Crossing and you know me. So my seafood snack bar, Kiki would like a counter chair, a counter table, and a carp. It's a carp on a cutting board. I have a story about the carp on the cutting board, but basically Kiki said on the beach, I've always wanted to be a chef at my own seafood restaurant, and that sealed this for me. We are doing a seafood restaurant for Kiki. We're really doing this because I have experience and I have successfully made a seafood restaurant. Oh my gosh, let's do it right here because completely like out in the ocean seafood restaurant. It's totally great. 1 or 2 floors. Now this is a decision today because I know what to do. Like, I don't want to duplicate what I've already done, but I'm probably going to some degree. Let's do 1 level for the sake of time. I'm still prioritizing quickness as much as possible. What's also lovely is this exterior is so understated. I'm not intimidated by it. We want to do something beachy. First, I wonder if can this house move back at all? Or is it like, this is what we're doing? Now, here's my question. Ooh, should it move over a bit? Can it go back? No? Okay, to put it as far back as I want, we might have to keep it in the middle. I was thinking about putting it to the side, obviously. It doesn't look like that's an option for us. So let's do something with this house. Seafood restaurant. Okay, this is gonna end up being a very fancy situation if we stick to my original concepts when it comes to a seafood restaurant. You have to have a porthole door for a seafood restaurant. It's absolutely required. Do we want to do something exotic? Blue is always a good choice when you're on the ocean. Okay, that's pretty cute because the roof and the door super match. Black might not be the right way to go. I default to black whenever I'm trying to make something fancy. For some reason, that black just equates to like high end. So you'll have to forgive me for running to black super quickly. I am liking this. So let's go with this for now. Okay, now I have to figure out what in the world. We have to do a coconut tree because we are on a beach. We're gonna do a very small patio out here for the seafood restaurant. It's gonna have to be tiny, so we'll just have a couple little chairs and stuff out here. Okay, let's play with some bamboo. Still very tropical, but a little bit of a different flavor. I just need to fill in the eye. And this is very cute because it has a little plate and a flower on it. So to me, that's very like, could be in a restaurant. Now there's a part of me that wishes we had like bamboo tables and chairs. I forgot we can change. Hold on. Do we want it super bright? Do we want a little evening? Because this, like in my brain, this is fancy. So this is kind of dinner. I like this contrast a lot right here. Okay, we'll roll with this for now. That was an accident. Okay, I need to touch this house again. This is not quite right. We're gonna have to do greens. Easy fix. Okay, now something small and cute needs to go in this little gap by the house. Now we could do something shell. We could always bust out like a monstera plant or something like that. Okay, is this crazy? I kind of want to roll with this bamboo slash kind of zen feel and maybe bust out some karopi lanterns. I think that looks adorable. Okay, we need to find some tables and chairs that are gonna work out here. I have to try, if we have it, my favoriteest table of all times for like cafes and stuff, the bistro table. I don't want to say they're big, but they end up taking up a lot of space. So I'm not overly confident that this will work. And like, we're gonna do a couple. And just ignore the fact that there's a coffee cup. That doesn't feel like a seafood restaurant, but it's gonna be fine. Oh, let's see if we can find anything better. That'll work in a pinch, but it's just a little dark. But you know what? Hold on. Should we just do an ivory? Should we just do this because of the house? And will that be okay? Like the house is a lighter color? It's very bright. Let's roll with it for now. It kind of seems best case scenario to me, even though it's not ideal. So let me grab the chair that goes with these tables, and that is the director's chair. In case you were wondering, obviously it's not made to go with, but it absolutely is the most matching thing that you can get to go with the bistro table. And I'm actually very, very happy that I can fit these tables out here. Okay, yeah, and like here's where things get a little bit tricky because the chairs have to be so far away from the actual table. It's quite tragic. And you know what? We can't even see the Karopi lanterns right now. All right, what can we do for path here that would make any potential kind of sense? Okay, so unfortunately, I don't have a piece to this code that will run down to the dock. So we'll do this, and at the very least, we'll have a little landing in front of the door. I feel like I need something in front of the little name card sign. And this, okay, carp on a cutting board. Did I tell you there's a story? Because there's a little story about that. I don't want food though. I want something small and decorative, like maybe an anthurium plant. Let's do this. Do I actually want to do, wait, I liked that at the landing. Will this even fit here? It won't. And the chair that's on the left side of the table will not fit in any other, okay, this is just gonna go down here. But I thought this actually looked kind of cute right here at the bottom of the dock. Okay, my only other thought is, do I want to put, I guess, some code under these tables? Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I mean, that looks a little better. And we don't have to super stress about things out here. Let's take a look. I mean, I think this looks pretty darn cute without having to be too extravagant. Plus, we don't have a whole lot of space, so I don't want to do anything too crazy to make this really messy. I think this is a great exterior. Let's go with this. All right, we've got to make this room so much bigger. Big as possible. Let's fix our lighting. I want to make it a little bit dimmer. Again, we're going for that kind of dinner time romantic feel. Is there a soundscape? So ocean is cute. Underwater could be cute. Let's do ocean for now. I don't usually do soundscapes, but this is a extremely themed build. So here's the thing with the carp on the cutting board. Okay, I said there was a story to this. There's like the most complicated story ever. I need this on my island in my regular game, and I don't have it. The end. Was that anticlimactic? Is that not what you were expecting for the story? Ooh, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Okay, we did green and white outside. Blue could be cute. It could also be tacky. I'm going fancy, so my brain tells me to do black. But you know what? I think the black counter table is not cute. I feel like it's really... Oh, well, we could do this one. This one isn't bad. There's one. Okay, let's look at it. There's one that's like yellow and black. Am I making that up? This one. Ew. That's what I was thinking of. I am working on an island. You guys will probably get to see it sometime in the future. Hashtag no spoilers. And I really need a carp on a cutting board, and I don't have it, and I haven't cataloged it. So today was like this thing of, I need this item, I know it exists, but I just don't have it in my catalog, so there's nothing I can do. Okay, I have a very distinct idea about what I want to do. Again, I'm going to try it not to be too repetitive in terms of what I've already done. Now, it's going to be very pivotal that we have a specific wall unlocked. I'm just saying, I'm trying not to redo it, so like, don't panic. But this needs to be our wall. If you know, don't stress yet, okay? And we need some pillars, but I need black pillars or a dark wood, and I meant to customize this before I dropped it. Okay, a dark wood to go with the countertop. Beautiful. Look how matchy that is with the countertop. Now, this is not, I cannot take credit really for this idea because I saw this, I believe, on Pinterest. So this is not like, this isn't something that came out of my brain, and I don't want to pretend that it is. But I am doing it from memory, so it will be my interpretation of what I saw. Can this be in the middle? It's really hard to tell. I wish there was a grid. That is one thing that I do appreciate about some other games that have building mechanics, is that they include a grid so you can be really, really precise with things. Okay, very cute. Now, here's a little thing that I do. I consider it a trick or a hack because I think it's great. I usually stack, oops, not rotate. When I create a corner or a legitimate amount of space out of partition walls, so I'm not just putting partition walls up against the regular walls, I'm building like a chunk. I like to stack the partition walls in there because then it feels like an actual solid piece of the building versus having this hollow shell that's just walls. So that's just like a little side note. That's a little thing that I like to do. I'm getting a little nervous. I don't know if this is going to work out the way I want it to, but I will say this, the ocean soundscape is definitely like lowering my blood pressure. I appreciate that. So do you guys know what I'm doing? Have you seen this? Tell me in the comments if you guys have seen this post on Pinterest. This is a really cool build, and I'm obviously not going to do it justice because I don't actually know what the heck I'm doing. But this is almost going to be like a little sushi bar kind of situation. Okay, so there's that. We desperately need to fix this floor, and I am thinking we may need to get a little bit darker in here as well so that the underwater wall really glows. This is a pretty cool floor. Black iron parquet is not it, although I like how dark it is. I think this is going to be too textured. Yeah, black brick is too textured. I just need a nice dark floor. What about this imperial tile? This is really pretty. Ooh, wait. Is this amazing? Because it's also like this little centerpiece, which is great. But you know what the floor is telling me? It's telling me that this structure is not centered. So is this the grid I was dreaming of? Thank you, Animal Crossing. Okay. I want to throw some light on the situation. And I personally love to do the spiral chandelier in like a situation like this. It's fancy, and for some reason the spiral of it feels kind of like an ocean reference. I mean, look at that. That's gorgeous. Okay, this is coming together really well. My concern is for these outer corners. You guys are probably screaming at me. So A, pull this back so there's a little space between the counter and the wall, and then to actually wrap this around and do like a proper bar. Let's see what we can do. We don't have a whole lot of space here. Spacing is gonna become a thing really soon. But if we do this, all I have to do is grab a pillar and put it right there in that corner. What do we think of that? Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. Now the outside wall is going to be a challenge because I think if I was to do the underwater wall as an accent wall, it would not apply to the partition walls, which I desperately need it to do because I want that to be the centerpiece. So, okay, we're just going to keep going with this because this feels really cool and correct. We'll work around this bar. Okay, what do we think of this? I mean, this looks really cool. My concern is for the walls. Oh, we need chairs over here. Here we go with our chairs, and obviously I can put some sushi on the countertops, but we have to figure out what's going on with these walls. Now, my brain. To make an accent wall, it would only apply to one side. So let's say we did cityscape wall, which I think would be great, although completely inaccurate. Can I do an accent wall on each and every wall? I think it's only going to give me one. Oh, okay. If you do more than one, then it becomes the default wall. Yikes. Okay, good to know. Not what we're going for. We're gonna have to be a little bit more creative. Okay, I feel like I need pillars in the corners. I know space is getting tight, and then like basically there can be nothing else furniture-wise because you would need the space, right? The way that it is. I was going to use, and I'll use it on these outside walls. I was going to use glowing moss stickers customized to a window frame to basically create a glass like window barrier to this. I love this code. I keep it just for this. So you slap this up, and then we need to just duplicate this a billion times. Let me see if I can fit. The countertops are pretty narrow. Can I get a black countertop? And would we be able to squeeze it in? Oh, yikes. Oh, I love how that looks though. That is so tight. I have to try. I have to see if I can make my peace with it. We are out of space. I really like how that looks on the perimeter though. Doesn't that look nice? Would it make sense to put this bar like in a corner of this room instead of in the middle? I don't know. I love this. This room is full. You can't place anything else. I'm just trying to put a code on the wall, guys. Is there a limit? Is there some kind of decorative item limit? And why would the stickers wait? Wait. Can I put stickers somewhere else? No. Oh, guys, are we in trouble? Are we in trouble? It's telling me I can't put anything else in this room, and it won't let me duplicate a tile. Will it let me duplicate like a pillar? Oh my gosh, I had no idea there was a limit. What do you mean? The world is not our oyster. That is incorrect. Here's my other thought. Can we just make a wall out of pillars? Because the pillars are pretty narrow and they go all the way up. We might have to do that. And then I could do an accent wall on one side. Okay, so if we did this, I mean, that's a lot of pillars. Well, can only... Okay, can I keep the wall in the back? Okay, hold on. So I'm planning to put a pillar on either side of this door, which is gonna fill this gap that I'm leaving. If the game lets me, I'm like so scared. I'm I'm like so scared the game is gonna be like, no, you can't do that. Oh my gosh. What do I do? Do I have to make an accent wall of this back wall instead of doing this? That's not terrible. But then we still have the front. Can we make this work? Guys, we're in trouble. Since when is there a limit? We can't do this the way that I wanted to, can we? Let's try something else. I'm gonna try to put this in the corner. I don't know if it's gonna solve any of our problems, but I'm gonna try. Let me work with this for a second. Oh my gosh, this just got so difficult. It went from amazing to really difficult. You guys see where I'm going with this? And then we can always do tables and chairs in the rest of the space. Let's fix our lighting. Let's make all this look like it's on purpose. Okay, I mean, that's still pretty cute. Oh goodness. I don't know if I prefer this to making this underwater wall an accent wall, because look at all these pillars. If I make the underwater wall an accent wall on one side of the room, I can put my little window tiles up there and we can put the countertops, but okay, all right. I'm trying very hard not to duplicate what I did for my legendary seafood restaurant, but these restrictions are kind of forcing my hand a little bit. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's do our underwater wall, yikes, as an accent wall at the very back of the room. Okay, and then I need to put my tiles up here. I also don't know if I want to keep this floor now, but okay, so here's this bar back here, right? And then let's fix our lamps. Let's just do 3 across for now so I don't lose my brain. All right, and then we can do our countertops that looked so nice. Look at that, that looks beautiful. And we can also put things on there. Now, do I want to break up this wall a little bit with some pillars? Don't panic. I like that. Adds a little bit more interest. You know what? This floor, unfortunately, has to change now. I need a really proper dark hardwood, though. Can we get away with this? I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna leave it for now because it's good for my feelings. It's absolutely not gonna work, but like, literally look how perfect this tile is for the space if it didn't have the disco light. Now, of course, we could put a disco light in here. There's no rules saying we can't do that. Okay, let's do some tables and chairs in here. I think we're gonna have to go with the cafe table, the little guy, but I wonder if we want to do something. Oh, I know what would look really good, but it would be what I did before. This is hard. How do you change yourself? How do you change your design brain and how it works? So we can do this. I hear you guys. I hear you screaming at me. Faith, use the table with the cloth. This, I hate this item with my entire being. I think it's so ugly. I'm so sorry if you love it. I will never use this ever. Here's our options for fancy restaurant. And I think it's pretty obvious who the winner is. This feels much more like a restaurant booth. And then when you put like a candle or something on it, perfection. It's perfect. Damn. Okay, where is the serving cart? Let me throw some accessories out here. I am losing my mind a little bit. I don't know why. Like, why does it matter? Why do these things matter so much to me? Like, you've got to be different. You've got to innovate. Like, you've got to do stuff you've never done before. Okay, black or dark brown? I think we should do dark brown. You absolutely cannot duplicate anything you've ever done. You know, shame on you. Like, why? Why does it matter so much? Maybe I should just chill out. Can you imagine me chilling out and just having a good time with it? But yeah, I want to look at accessories really quickly. Like, what are we going to put on all of these countertops? I do want to put sushi and stuff on the bar. But what's going on behind? It could be decorative. It could be utilitarian. Like, I need to put some kind of cooking or food service items back against the wall. I'm going to drop a table lamp for reasons. Okay, an imperial pot would look good back there. We could get away with a soup kettle. We could get away with a chafing dish. We need a carp on a cutting board. It needs to happen. I know, Kiki, I know. And then let's do a knife block. Now, sushi is oftentimes raw fish. So I actually don't think it's that clashy to go ahead and do like a carp on a cutting board with some knives kind of out. You know what I mean? Okay, so if we had like a serving dish out here, that's fine. I really need to customize that to have something in it though, don't I? I don't know what that is, but it looks like it could be fishy. Cold entree with sauce. That could be fish. Let's do this. I'm trying to figure out this middle part. Should it just be more bar? Should we pull it out a smidge and do like cash register or something here? Would that just be tacky? Okay, I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'm slowly getting my brain together. Let's just do a variety of serving dishes. What can I put on either side of the wok? That's a real question. Ooh, this looks fishy. All right, I got the booths out. I stopped messing around. I pushed the bar back just a bit so that we had enough space to double up on these booths, because it's really this in between. So this piece in between where these box seats go back to back. I mean, praise the gaming gods for every item in Animal Crossing you can actually push up against another item. Right? So it's really these box seats being able to go back to back like this that makes this so boothy and so restaurant-y that it just makes my heart sing. So we're just gonna go with it. I can't come up with any better alternatives. I do have to fix this floor. Alas, do we have to go with Imperial? Is it literally the only option I have? This one has been the only one that I've really kind of given space to and told myself to give a chance, so we'll go with that one. And then, of course, we have to have our seafood-inspired wall decor. We should actually get the fish poster as well as the seafood or sea creature poster. Although posters are not too fancy, these posters are very nice in their little black frames and the ways that they are outlined. And yeah, I'm absolutely just gonna duplicate these, and we'll do the opposite duplication on the other side so that I can feel like I'm being balanced or something. This is honestly not as elaborate as I would like it to be. Can we put some kind of big, not the disco ball, I know you guys want it, some kind of big chandelier right in the middle? Ooh, that's intense. That's intense. Kiki, were you planning on taking on this much responsibility? What can we do with rugs? Medium black, small black. We definitely need rugs. Rugs are so important to establish spaces. Rugs are everything. If you guys are not using the rugs in this game, you need to do something about that. How do we feel about that? Is that really dumb? I feel like it's kind of dumb. Wait, let's get out of build mode and actually look at this. Yeah, this looks so good, okay? Right? When you get out of the building menu, which is like super duper focused in, and you can see all the little bitty details. Again, I understand the lighting is very weird in here, but I'm thinking of maybe putting some lamps in between the posters, shining on the tables that have lamps of their own. Do you guys hate the lamps? Should the lamps just go away? I'm losing myself a little bit in this design because I'm trying so hard still to do something a little bit different, but like none of this looks as good as it actually could because I won't let myself do the best version of a seafood restaurant that I've ever done, and it's gonna be fine. So let's just do this. Okay, friends, we're gonna wrap this up. Let's take a look at the outside. Let's remind ourselves, I don't think this is bad. Let me clarify. I don't think this is bad. I know I can do better, but I don't know how to do it without duplicating exactly what I did before. So let's take a look at the outside. This is adorable. This is so sweet. This is so cute, right? The outside, let's just remind ourselves. Take a deep breath, walk back inside. Not bad, right? Not bad. It's very nice. It's very fancy. It's very seafood. We've come very, very far from my original plan, but the game said no. So this is what we are going to settle for instead. All right, let's ask Kiki what they think. Kiki loves it. That's all that matters. We did our job. You are welcome, Kiki. You would have been able to do this yourself. I am very confident. All right, my friends, that is it for today's daily design. I hope you enjoyed it, or got some inspiration, or appreciated my struggles. Either way, I hope you had a good time. If you did, please drop a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate it. You guys take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next daily design.